When it comes to decisions that NASCAR has made regarding the history of the sport, the fans in general, everything else, it's been hit or miss, a very, no pun intended, checkered past. But recently, very recently actually, I think NASCAR has made one of their best choices in a long time. And that is to upload a basically collection or treasure trove of classic NASCAR races. Now, we're going to get right into this, but really quick, I just want to say, be sure to watch the NWP tonight on my channel. It's going to be a lot of fun talking about this and tons of other things. And be sure also to get this to, let's say, 1,200 likes, and we'll do a race watch-along stream. How about that? So let's get into this. NASCAR has been uploading a lot of its races, if not all of its races, to YouTube since about 2014. And in that time, many have asked if NASCAR can have their own streaming service or a catalog of different races that they can go back and watch. And on top of that, there's been plenty of different race uploaders who will upload full NASCAR races. The origins of NASCAR YouTube as we know it was people uploading 20, 30-part races where every 10 minutes of the race was uploaded to YouTube. So it's not so far out there to say that NASCAR needed to capitalize on this. And yesterday they did when it, I think, got leaked out that NASCAR Classics would be released on NASCAR.com. NASCAR Classics is this collection of old races, a lot of them from the present day and ones from YouTube, but also ones from the 2000s, 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and even clips from all the way back to 1951 are all on there now for fans to go back and watch. And from the looks of it, seeing how I was up all night looking at these races, it seems like NASCAR, at least from what I could tell, was adding races as the night went on. So I think this is an ongoing process. So far, like I said though, not every race has been uploaded, but it's tons and tons of variety and different ones. And it looks like there is that room to add plenty more. I think what this really will lead to is a collection that fans for decades to come can come to if they want to watch an old race, if they want to see maybe their first race, their driver's favorite win, whatever that might be. And it's a good way to introduce new fans to NASCAR. Instead of having to go to different social media sites, you can go to NASCAR's website and immediately find what you're looking for or maybe what you've been referred to. And I think that this is going to have a lot of ripples for the next couple years and onwards. But first off, I want to ask, what does this mean for the accessibility? Well, there's two ways to look at it. There is that NASCAR.com one we talked about, and the YouTube front. YouTube is unique when it comes to showing full races because people are just uploading them so much on there. And I think that some of this is actually acquired from YouTube. A lot of these people who uploaded races for so long had a lot of footage, and very good footage at that, of races that NASCAR maybe didn't have access to. Who knows what the agreement is for where the data, footage, and everything else along with it goes to. It could go to the networks like an ABC, ESPN, TNT, Fox, NBC, whoever it may be. And if NASCAR doesn't have that in the agreement, it's going to be hard to track all of that down, especially with partners that they're no longer, well, partnered with. And if you look at some of the races that have been uploaded to the NASCAR Classics site, they are very, very similar to the ones that are the same races uploaded to YouTube by these YouTubers, or uploaded in anywhere on social media by them. I know because I am using some of the clips from YouTube that are from races on this site. I have used clips from these races for years now, and they look familiar to me. And I think that this is something that's not necessarily NASCAR stealing from the YouTubers that put in the hard work to preserve the history, but more working in league with some of them. Overall, I think that these YouTubers will still be able to upload old races if they have them. There's plenty of races people probably have from the 80s and 90s that were recorded on VHS tapes, and I think that those will still be allowed to go up there. NASCAR will probably contact them and have them give them the footage, so forth, and put it on the website. I think that this is overall a great way in both ways, though, to have easy access for new fans or fans who can't watch live either for current races. What I'm saying is, I think NASCAR will put these new races each week on the site once they have the ability to do so, and I think they're going to continue to upload the races on YouTube, at least through this broadcast deal, because with that, you have the ability to get people from different countries to watch NASCAR. You have the ability to get people who didn't watch the race live or couldn't watch it live to watch it. And it's easy for new fans to stumble across when they're not even looking to watch it. I think that this also is a good way for NASCAR to have a backup plan for a lot of these websites. Listen, social media as we know it right now is an integral part of our lives, whether for entertainment, information, or anything in between. And that is how it is in the current moment. But I can just tell you now from being a YouTuber, and I think a lot of people can tell you, social media now is not the same as it was, say, in 2018. And it will not be the same in 2028 as it is today. There are things that are changing. Look at how Twitter is gone and how unstable it is. It might not be around, at least in a prominent way, the way it is now in 5 years. Look at MySpace in the 2000s. NASCAR and NASCAR fans cannot rely on social media being here forever to be the sole purpose and place for old footage and historical footage. And NASCAR needed to make something public that people can go to, even if YouTube were to fall or any other social media site were to. And I think that it's still going to let them upload races on their channel. Race uploaders will be able to, but you can also build up over time. What this opens the door for, in my opinion, is an ever-growing database of footage. It doesn't even have to go necessarily to old races or cup races, which it seems like the majority, if not all of these, are from. You can put Xfinity races on there, Truck Series races, different divisions that don't even exist anymore. ARCA is under the NASCAR umbrella, so there can be a section maybe for ARCA races and historical ones at that. And it doesn't even have to be just races, like I said. It can be interviews, testing footage. It could even be compilations they make with their own content creators. NASCAR here has the ability basically to have its own private YouTube, and as long as they don't charge for it, I think it's going to be something that's a massive success. Yes, it may cost some in the short term, but I think the long-term ability of being able to go back and watch pretty much any event from ever will outweigh that. It's something that the MLB really doesn't do, the NFL doesn't do. Other racing series have done this before, but I don't think any as prominent as NASCAR in America have done something like this. So in a way, they can be breaking new ground with this. And you can add anything. You could even have fans submit clips they take from the racetrack, and if there's good enough footage, have NASCAR be able to draw from that too. Look at some of the footage that's come out in recent years that fans have recorded at Daytona, in 2001 at the 500, as well as Dale Jr.'s win in the Pepsi 400. Both of those are a time capsule that TV couldn't capture. If NASCAR can present that to people with those people's permission, I think it'd be a great way also to present different historical moments. And I think NASCAR should add even races that have bad things happen in them. The bad part of NASCAR history should not be swept under the rug. It should maybe come with a notice if a driver passes away in a race, or if there's a bad crash, or like they have now with different imagery that they don't support, have a notice so people know what they're going into. But the history of the sport, no matter how ugly or good, needs to be represented. Overall, I think NASCAR, though, continues to win. So with that, I'm going to pass it on to you and ask, what race do you want to see on there? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, leave a like in this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel for more great NASCAR content. Thank you so much to all my channel members for your continued support. And until next time, have a good one.